about 30 seconds for it to go live. Okay, we are now live. And I would like to say that today is, here we go. There we go. Okay, today is May 13th, 2021 at 1:30. You have now entered into the Human Resources Commission meeting, in which I will now turn the meeting over to our chair, John Frank.
Thank you very much, Nicole. We have a quorum today of all our members here. And we'll start quickly with the item number 1, which is the approval of the minutes of the March 25th to 2021 meeting. Anybody have a motion?
I move that,
Chairman,
I'm sorry.
Go ahead, Tracy.
Mr. Chair, I move that we accept the minutes as submitted.
I second the motion.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Passed. Okay, item number 2 is the introduction of our new replacement for Don Rice. Who would like to do that? Don?
Yes, I would. Yeah, well, first of all, before I do that, I just kind of want to say thank you to all the members of the commission and the law department and labor relations. This has been a long journey to bring us from where we were on January 8th, I believe was the first Civil Service Commission meeting that I attended. And we've come so far in the last 5.5 years. And I just like to thank each and every one of you guys publicly. As I said, the members of the commission, Mr. Frank, Mr. Stock, and Ms. Carter, about the tireless efforts that you guys have put in throughout the 5.5 years to bring full service human resources, to help bring full service human resources to the city of Akron. I also like to give some special shout outs to Deputy Mayor Randy Briggs of Labor Relations and Attorney Mike Devilbaugh of the Law Department for your sterling efforts and continuing that tradition and bringing us to full service HR. And with that, I'd just like to introduce the new Director of Human Resources. Her name is Yamini Atkins. She is no stranger to the city of Akron or to the Department of Human Resources. She was instrumental in, along with members of my staff, in developing the new Human Resources Commission rules, as well as the new charter changes. I personally think that Yamini has the ability, the desire, and the effort to take this department to new heights. So I want to thank her, because I wouldn't feel as good about leaving if I wasn't leaving in incapable hands. So thank you, Yamini. And with that, I'll introduce the new Director of Human Resources, Yamini.
Would you like to say something?
Just want to say that was very nice of Don to say such nice, kind words. And I really appreciate this opportunity. I think this is going to be a really interesting time for all of us in the city of Akron, with the changes that have occurred just very recently, and with having a very robust HR department and working alongside with the Civil Rights Commission, which with the Human Resource Commission, which is really has very clear defined rules now. I think we're going to be able to really move forward and just improve upon everything that we've been building upon these past few years, and really looking forward to where we'll go. So I really thank you very much.
Thank you. We look forward to working with you. And the next item, which is not on the agenda, is we usually set a date for a tentative meeting. I mean, we don't always have it at that time, but we want to make sure we have 100% of the commission available. I was looking at my calendar, which just disappeared. I just found it. Nicole, do you know anything coming up?
At the moment, we do not have any upcoming appeals or anything. So the next regularly scheduled Human Resources Commission meeting, since it is done quarterly, and we do take August off, would be September as the next time we would officially meet, unless there is any urgent appeals that have to be addressed earlier, you guys are available ad hoc. Otherwise, the next scheduled Human Resources Commission meeting will be in September at whatever date you guys can come into a consensus.
What about September 16th?
Did you say the 16th, Mr.
Yeah.
Chair?
Yes,
I'm available.
I should be available.
Dominique,
That should be fine.
thank you.
Now, I was under, did we have set dates already, or are these, do we determine the dates at the meeting? I just wasn't sure.
The meetings are quarterly and we come to a consensus within that quarter, the exact date that everyone is available.
Okay,
So we usually only meet 4 times a year. Again, as urgent things come up, there are meetings special meetings that can be
right.
brought together, so.
That's great. 16th is fine with me, September 16th.
Okay.
Okay, thank you very much. At this time, I have a few brief words today. To be honest and truthful, I do not like giving eulogies. But with Don's departure next week, I will be short. Mayor Horgan came into office, and one of his main goals was to bring personnel civil service from the medieval period to the 21st century. He sought out the right and the best person to do that job, and that was Don Rice. Don has done an outstanding job. He's done what the mayor wanted done, far beyond. And the citizens of Akron, the employees of the city of Akron, the community should be thankful to Don for all that he has done in his leadership. And we do we will miss him. I have to also say that in this eulogy, Don was not a perfect person. About 99.5% perfect. We won't talk about the 0.5. My friend Don, thank you again for all that you have done for us. I will miss you. And I'm reminded today of an old saying. Jobs are filled with people. Jobs are filled. People cannot be replaced. And Don, I said I'd keep this short. I don't want any rebuttal, but thank you very much again for all that you've done. And I really will miss you. Stacy, do you have anything you want to say?
Stacy is not on the line
I
today.
don't mean Stacy. I'm Tracy. I'm getting my Tracy. Excuse me.
So thank you, Mr. Chair. I too will miss Mr. Rice, Director Rice. All I can say in my experience working with him, the words that come to mind are just excellence, collaboration, transparency, being accessible not only to the commission, but also to the staff and to the management. And all those interactions I've witnessed, he's been a respectful, inclusive, and just a class act. And I do appreciate his leadership and his service to the city of Akron. And I wish he and his wife, his entire family, well as they pursue this next chapter in life. So job well done, Director Rice. Enjoy retirement.
Thank you very much.
Steve.
Yeah, I'd just like to say, Don, I'll speak on behalf of all the citizens of Akron that probably don't know what you've done over the years you've been here, but we do. And so I want to thank you on their behalf, and also congratulations and enjoy your retirement. Stay healthy, stay safe, and good luck. Godspeed.
Yamini, do you have any comments today?
Certainly. I've already spoken to Don. We just came back from lunch, actually, and I have worked closely with Don these past few years. I'm going to miss him too. He's just really been, I think Tracy really described him very well, very respectful, very cooperative person. And just we went through a lot of stuff these past few years and made a lot of changes. And, he was just very much involved and cooperative throughout the whole process. So I do appreciate that. And I think the department is better for it. So we'll miss you and hope you have a wonderful retirement.
Thank you, Jan.
Okay, Randy, you want to say anything?
Yes, thank you, Mr. Chairman. I just want to thank Don for his vision and his leadership and his ability to work with people, which is a real important trait in this business. I will miss him, but more importantly, I want to thank him for his friendship, which has meant a lot to me. So Don, get that knee healed up so we can play some golf. And I'm not far behind you, buddy. So
Good deal.
Thank you very much. Mike, do you have anything to say?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Director Rice, I just want to say thank you, and especially for taking some of those phone calls throughout the times on moments that, were a bit frantic, and for the steady voice and leading the HR department as well as the commission. And good luck.
Thank you.
Nicole, do you have anything for the record today?
Yes, I have an additional agenda item that I would like to make mention of. We have converted over to a new finance and HR system called Workday. And on previous occasion, we would send you, the commissioners, your pay stubs via PDF in an email. We will now no longer be continuing that process, but we have given you access to our new Workday system. We have provided you with an email address and a password, and we're going to facilitate a small training. And in this, you will be able to access your pay slips at any given time. It is cloud-based, and you will also be able to access it from your phone if you so desire. There will be some future communications regarding that and another separate meeting for the commissioners for that training, but that is a new process that has taken place here at the city of Akron. And so we wanted to make sure that you were trained and were afforded that opportunity to view your pay slips.
Anything else today?
That is it for the agenda.
Well, Don, I'll give you 50 seconds.
Well, I just like to say thank you to each and every one of you guys. I've talked to all of you guys individually. I can speak to you as a group, and I have really respected over the last 5.5 years the esprit de corps that we have had as a group, and our ability to get things done even when things got crazy. COVID and these Zoom meetings, this is probably the 1400th Zoom meeting I've done in the past year. And I would have really loved to have this last meeting in person, but sometimes things don't work out the way they plan. Godspeed to each and every one of you guys. And I wish the commission and the HR department in the city of Akron all the success in the world. Okay. And I know it's going to go in the right direction because we have the right people heading it and advising it and spearheading it. So thank you to each and every one. I really appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. Thank you.
Well, we will miss you.
I would also like to invite the commissioners on Thursday, May 20th from 1 to 2:30. We are having a small cake reception on the 3rd floor here in the municipal building for Director Rice for his last day. And you are invited to come out for cake. And again, we will be socially distanced. That's why it's in the 3rd floor lobby, but we are having that on May 20th from 1 to 2:30, a cake reception for his retirement.
Very, very good. Unfortunately, I will be out of town that day, and I would be there. And thank you for doing that. And does anybody have anything else they want to bring up today?
Just a couple questions. Nicole, you said the 3rd floor, that's the municipal building?
Yes.
Okay.
So it's on the same floor where we normally would have commission, except for it will be in the lobby instead of an enclosed area.
Okay.
That's
The other
the-
question.
Go
One other
ahead.
question is, does anyone have any, foreseeing any in the future when they will start opening up the meetings? I know the governor's talked about early June, there's going to be some opening up. Does anybody have any thoughts on when meetings will start to become more back to normal?
Well, I did ask Mike Deffelbaugh to look into that for me. I do know that the virtual meetings, according to the House Bill 404, had been extended to July 1st of 2021, after which I have not heard if there is an extension even to that extension, or if it will okay in light of the CDC's guidelines being more lenient, whether or not we can resume in person, still socially distanced or physically distanced meetings. So once he's able to follow up on that and provide me an answer, I'll be able to shoot an email out to all of you to let you know whether our meetings will start resuming in person or if they will continue to be virtual.
Director Atkins, I think you might have some light on that.
Oh, I was
one.
just going to add, I think Nicole is correct. She can certainly follow up to let you know the specifics, but certainly the city is well aware of these orders and the effect of the orders being lifted June 2nd, I believe. And we are currently in the law department and working with HR, reviewing how the city will be functioning very shortly. And there will be information being put out, some stuff even maybe as early as today, later today. And just right now, everything is still status quo until we actually have determinations made about certain internal things that now is going to be left discretionary to city officials, to the mayor. So you'll be informed.
I got a question here. Do you think that under the state law, we have discretionary to have an in-person meeting or a Zoom meeting? We can choose between which one we want to do?
You mean going on a permanent basis after?
Well, yeah, we could pick, let's say, let's have the next meeting by Zoom and the next one after that in person.
Yeah, I certainly, the next one, I don't think would be a problem that we would do it by Zoom. I think the expectation is that there will be a transition into going back to the regular course of business. We'll have to see whether or not there's anything that would not permit us to have Zoom meetings, just based on, we just feel that worked well for us and that was a way to do it. So that may be something we would still be exploring.
Because in hearings, I would prefer to have it in person and not on Zoom, but some of our meetings only last 5 or 10 minutes to doing routine business like job descriptions. And those type of things would be nice to get to handle by Zoom.
Yep. Understood. We're
Any-
looking into that. Yep.
Good, very good. Any other comments from anybody today? Hearing none, I move we're adjourned. And Don, again, thank you. And come back and visit once in a while.